Baba Booey is not here because he went to Atlantic City to appear in
an incredible show.
An incredibly dumb show that Ron Delsner put together, all behind my back. Baba Booey conspired with Jackie and Stuttering John, with Ron Delsner, and put together something called Friends of the Howard Stern Show, which I quickly put to a stop. And I even told Gary not to do, but he just went ahead to Atlantic City and did it anyway. And, well, we had it booked already, Boff. Well, unbook it.
You think he's really sick?
Oh, I think he's really sick. I think he went to he went all weekend to Atlantic City. He stayed up all night. He gambled. He had fun. He partied with his buddies there.
So he did it all.
He did it all, and now he's ill. So I don't have my producer here.
I'm very shocked.
Yeah. And I see he's booked himself for 2 appearances in Dallas.
Right, he has weekend appearances in Dallas that probably he can't miss.
Yeah, so I'm sure that he'll be fine for that.
Guess what he can miss?
Yeah. I've got work piling up back there that isn't being done. That everyone tells me they're too busy to do.
You know what, Howard? He has sick time here.
Right. Yeah, but not in Dallas. He better not go to Dallas this weekend. I better hear that he canceled those appearances so he can make up what he's not doing here. You know, people think like maybe I'm a hard-on or something about this kind of stuff, and I know I'm not because I've spent my entire career. Where's Stuttering John? I want him to hear this. Come in here, dummy. And it's good for Jackie to hear, too, because I don't think Jackie understands my philosophy.
Hey.
Come on in. I want you to understand my philosophy.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm queer. I'm camping. I'm here.
What?
No, but I'm here.
I know you're here, but I want you to understand something because you are someone who acts really dumb and naive around me and acts like you don't know what's going on even in your I don't know, I'm making a mistake. You know, you're the smartest one here. You're smarter than Gary and you're smarter than Jackie. You know, you are more crafty and sneaky.
Sneaky?
Yeah, you are more crafty and sneaky than any one of these guys. Jackie and Gary put together aren't as crafty. And Gary's a sneak. Gary's a little sneak.
How,
but he's not smart.
How, can I be...
Boff, can I tell the truth? It was Ron Delsner put this together. Oh, you couldn't tell me that before, could you?
Howard, honestly,
yeah.
I swear to God this is true. I make less money doing these gigs with Gary than I do just to do them.
That's not the point. That's not the point. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell your friend Jackie something. And I'm going to tell Gary something. I love all 3 of you guys. You're fun guys. Jackie's very valuable to me. You're very valuable to me. Gary's very valuable to me. But am I willing to disassociate myself with the 3 of you? Yes, I am willing to. It would be hard. I would miss you. But I am willing to do it.
It would tear you up.
Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, my friends.
Is everybody listening? Jackie, don't read the paper now.
Jackie, no reading the paper. I want you to hear this. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Jackie's
talking
to
me.
Jackie's washed his hands of this right from the beginning.
Yeah,
so,
I know. I know. Jackie's innocent on a lot of levels.
I wash my hands.
Like right from the beginning, you like plead like, like you're ignorant of the whole.
No, he's not ignorant.
I'm not
I know.
ignorant of anything. I said
right
that I
from the
took one gig and I refused to do the rest of them. I wanted to go to Atlantic City. I didn't want to go to do the other ones.
I know, but just right from the beginning, it seemed like it was just like you were like, "Hey, these guys are idiots," and I'm happy.
All right, listen, that's something for you two to take up off the air.
That's a lunchtime at the Friars.
Yeah, you guys can talk about that later. Let me explain my philosophy to you, and whether you believe it or not, I don't care. But I'm telling you my philosophy.
I believe whatever you say.
All right. What I have tried to do in my career, I don't owe you this explanation, by the way.
I didn't ask for it,
but I got to give it to you.
He's doing you a favor.
All right.
Listen,
shut up and take it.
You're going to hear philosophy now. First of all, regarding you, Stuttering John, you are a guy who perceives himself as funny. When you go on the Ricky Lake show, when you go on the Last Call show, when you do these shows, when you go on the Conan show, you turn to people inevitably afterwards and you go, "Hey, was I funny?" I'm going to tell you something about yourself. You are the least funny person I've ever met. You are not funny.
Okay.
You're obnoxious.
Okay.
You're not funny.
All right.
I'll tell you what's funny about you. You stutter. When you go on TV and you try to be me, it's not funny.
All right.
It comes off obnoxious.
Okay.
It's a very fine line. You are funny when you are yourself. When you start to talk about yourself, there is a certain naivete about you that is interesting, that is heartwarming, and that is funny when you start to stammer about your life.
Okay.
When you go on the air and you run around like Howard, and you look like you're doing a bad Howard impression, you are not funny.
Okay.
So afterwards, when you come off these shows and you say to me, "Was I funny?" or you say to Jackie, was I funny? That's funny. Because you're so insecure, you're funny. You're being you. When you go on these shows and you're me, and you're yelling at people, and you're stuttering, and you lose your charm. Now, here's the other thing you ought to learn about yourself.
All right.
You don't take criticism well. You don't listen.
I'm listening.
When I told you to cut Gilbert out of your video, you didn't listen.
I told him that.
What?
Okay.
All right. All right. Shh. 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 The smartest performers are the ones that listen. You know who's a smart performer? Madonna. You know why? You know why she's on top? She'll talk to garbage men. She'll actually watch what they're wearing, what they're listening to. You're not an expert. Mm-hmm. You know why I'm successful? You know why I've been on top for so long? If a postal worker came up to me and told me he had a good idea, I would actually listen to it. I would actually entertain it. Because I don't consider myself better than a postal worker. Mm-hmm. I consider myself garbage. That's why I'm going to go to the shrink. But that's what works for me. If I ever had a good feeling about myself, I feel too good for anybody. I wouldn't succeed. I am the genius of myself. I know myself. I know what has to be done. All right, so what have we learned so far? And I'm going to give you overall advice about career. I'm going to give it to you, Jackie, and everyone else. Jackie's got a whole nother set of problems. These are your problems today.
Okay.
A, you're not funny. Mm-hmm. I know you think you're funny. Do you think you're funny? Yeah. Tell the truth. Do you think you're funny? Do you think you're a funny person?
Yeah.
You're not.
Okay. I don't want to disagree.
You're not funny.
I know, but I don't want to disagree.
No, you can disagree.
What? It's very funny because I hear him saying, that means he's not listening.
If you genuinely disagree, I want to know so I can help you with it.
No.
I'm taking valuable radio time to help you with your career.
That's why I'm trying.
Are you a funny guy?
I'm serious.
Let me ask you. Do you see yourself as funny? Do you think you're funny?
But see, I'm not supposed to say no.
No, you can say whatever you want.
No, say what you feel.
I mean,
I'm trying to help you now.
You thought I was funny.
No. You are funny when I tell you what to say, and you're yourself, and you're genuine, and you stammer. That's funny.
So you're saying I should be more genuine?
In other words, you would never be a stand-up comedian. Mm-hmm. You're not funny. And when you try to be funny, you come off obnoxious.
Okay.
When you're yourself. If Conan O'Brien asks you a question and says, John, what's it like when you ask these people these horrible questions?
Yeah.
And many times you'll say, gee, Howard puts the words in my mouth, or Jackie and Fred put the words in my mouth, and I'm embarrassed, or whatever your genuine feeling is, and then all of a sudden you start to stutter, and you go, whoa. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. People are laughing at you, not with you.
All right.
Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
It's fun to watch a guy stammer. That's what's funny.
I got you.
When you go on and you try to be funny, you're not funny.
Like I tell jokes, it's not good.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I got you.
Right. I see you on the shows. I've watched your shows. You stand up and you start yelling at people. Sometimes you do a little
No. I tell them a question that I've asked on this show.
Right. I see you with the girl on the show, and you stand up and you go, hey, come on, baby. Come on. Don't you want to go out with me? Don't you want... That isn't you. That's not your style. Excuse me. And it comes off obnoxious. It's hard to watch. She's a gorgeous girl, but I see what you're doing. Right. You're trying. You're forcing it.
Okay. Well, that show, I agree. I don't think it was a good. All right, whatever.
No. I'm talking about your performance on that show.
All right.
On Ricky Lake, I don't know what you were doing on there.
Well, I was just being a judge.
I don't know what that was. You got to start thinking about what you do. Now let me give you a hint. Mm-hmm. And this is for you and for that Baba Booey and for Jokey Martling.
Jokey Martling.
Here it is. I have turned down a lot of money in my career for T-shirts, bumper stickers. I've had offers to do all kinds. If I showed you the pile of offers that I've had in my career that I've turned down, you would get dizzy because it's a staggering amount of money.
All right, let me ask you one question.
Hold on.
Okay,
go ahead and ask. If you think your question is more important than what I'm going to impart to you now.
Now I'm in a catch-22.
Go ahead, catch-22.
Is that because? But is it because? Is it because you can afford to turn down these things?
No. Let me tell you something. And Robin knows this to be the God's honest truth. I didn't have a pot to piss in when I worked at NBC, and I had cockamamie scam offered to me one after another. I couldn't afford to buy a house. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have more money than me than when I was at NBC. You have more money now than what I had at NBC. I didn't have the money to buy a car. You understand? I went to my father. He got me a 1970 Valiant, that bastard. Couldn't get me a nice car.
You're driving a better car.
You drive a better car, and you have the money for a house. You have more money than I did, and I got offered all kinds of things to market my name. And you know what I said? You're gonna blow your mind. I said no. Now, listen to me. The reason I said no is this was my philosophy about this show. I believed in this show so much that I said the rewards will come a little bit slower. If you cash in quickly, you become like every other radio personality. You become just another dog with a bumper sticker and the Mark and Brian sponge and the this and the that. You understand? You become another one of the jerks that are just ripping off the audience. You become another guy. Hey, here's my Howard Stern t-shirt. Whatever outside project I did to try to make a little extra money, I tried to at least put some care into it. Integrity behind it, and also try to make it show business related, or videotape, or a book, or something like this. Not some goddamn keychain. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. And I turned down keychain scam after keychain scam. I must have 500 letters on my desk. People want me to do a CD-ROM. Mm-hmm. Why don't I just take it and put out something real quick? Why would you guess I don't?
Because you want whatever you put out to be that, to have.
If I put out a CD-ROM, I'm going to change the computer industry. That's why. Right now they got all this technology, but nobody's buying CD-ROM. You know why? Because it's boring. Nobody's done it right. They don't know what to do. They got all the hardware, no software. Now most guys will jump. Hey, I got a CD-ROM. You understand? I have purposely backed off.
I got you.
Now I've got a problem. Mm-hmm. I got a bunch of guys who work for me who I want to be nice to. I want to be fair to. I want you guys to make money. But now the sharks out there who are frustrated that I won't do certain things get a hold of my guys. And my guys are going to now, they're going to buckle. They see the money coming in. Well, we can't get Howard to do it, so maybe we'll get Stuttering John to do it. We'll go roundabout. We'll put together our Friends of the Howard Stern Show. It'll be a horrible show, but we'll do it through the back door. We'll get $28.50 a seat because people think they're going to see all the crew from the Howard Stern Show. It'll be poorly produced, badly put together. Sound check will be all wrong. And all disaster strikes.
I even found out that there was supposed to be a bikini contest.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Nobody figured out how to get the girls there, so only one girl showed up.
They did a bikini contest with one girl.
Yeah.
How embarrassing. Okay? This is what people saw when they went to Atlantic City. Now, listen to me. Listen to me.
I'm not
listen
saying a
to
word.
me.
I'm listening. I mean, I could say something there, but I won't.
Oh, don't say anything.
Okay.
That's why I've never said, hey, let's go do Stuttering John book, Stuttering John t-shirt, Gary Baba Booey shirt. Gary Baba Booey came to me. You got to have a t-shirt. He wants to make a t-shirt. Do I want the Gary Baba Booey t-shirt out there?
No.
Who made Gary Baba Booey famous? Why is Gary Baba Booey famous?
Because you made it
right.
fun.
You think Gary Baba Booey has a talent? You think that he is someone people want to really wear his t-shirt? They want to wear it because I'm into it. I could have put out a Gary Baba Booey shirt, but why didn't I do it?
Because that would have not only saturated the market, it would have just been stupid.
Another stupid radio guy was selling stupid radio stuff. And you know what happens to the audience? They buy it because they trust you. And then when they get home, they look at it, they go, what the hell did Howard do to me? He conned me. I got a Gary Baba Booey shirt. What am I going to do with it? I'm not going to wear this. And I just spent $12 for this. I don't like it. Gary has no talent. So when I say to Gary repeatedly, I don't want you to do a shirt. I don't want you to do Friends of the Howard Stern Tour. Hell, Howard's a bad guy. You don't want us to make money. Gary's talent is smiling and showing those disgraceful caps. That's his talent. If I didn't bring Gary in on here, no one would hire him for an appearance. So I've said to Gary, I've tried to be gracious. I said, Gary, if someone calls on you to get an appearance going, go do it. Fine. You want to show up at a supermarket, you want to say hello to the crowd, sign a few autographs, that's fine. But what does he do? He turns his back on me. Behind my back, he's plotting against me with Ron Delsner, putting together the Friends of the Baba Booey, Friends of the Howard Stern t-shirt, Friends of the... Why does he put out a Baba Booey keychain and why don't we make a Baba Booey store? Why do I not say to Baba Booey, go make a Baba Booey store? Answer my question.
Because you don't want it. You think it isn't a good product and you don't want to be associated with it.
I don't want it. I've turned down money for the Baba Booey keychain.
But you're not asking the right question. Now,
no.
Does he have the ability to discriminate?
No.
This is where this is where I had to disagree because on everything
Let me ask you something. Why do you think you're popular? Why do you think people like you?
Because you made me popular. But Howard, I always come to you and ask you every single time about these things.
No, you don't. Did you ask me about Friends of the Baba Booey tour or Friends of the Howard Stern tour? Did you ask me about it?
Can I just be honest with you?
No one told me about it. Gary didn't tell me about it. You didn't tell me about it.
I really, to tell you the God's honest truth, have so little to do with the whole thing. It was like, just say, hey, John, you want to do appearance together? Yeah, okay.
The Stuttering John book proposal, did you come and tell me about that?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you came and told me about it?
Yes, I did.
You want to know why you did? I knew about it 2 weeks early. I'd already killed it.
Howard,
don't even talk to me about
Howard,
it. I find out about it. You came to me too late. I never brought it up to you.
Howard,
behave yourself, John.
Howard,
behave yourself.
Wait a second.
I don't want to know about these things secondhand and through people that I don't know about.
I came up to you.
I knew about it 2 weeks before you came up to me.
How could that
2
possibly
weeks.
be?
Trust me, I knew about it.
Yeah, but I still came. I didn't know you knew about it.
I knew about it. The proposal was around.
I still came up to you.
The Stuttering John book proposal with all the questions from this show.
No, I still came up to you.
Why don't you rape me? Do me a favor. I'm going to pull my pants down here. Put it in.
over.
Go ahead. Come on, rape me now. Come on, do it to me now. Don't do it to me. Don't give me slow rape. Do it to me now. Just give it to me. I've been bad to you, right? Come on,
Howard.
Come on, Howard. Here it is.
Howard,
here it is. Take it now. Rape me now.
Are you kidding me?
Come on, put the probe in.
Howard, you know.
Go ahead. Take my temperature. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.
Howard, no, seriously. You know,
I can't explain myself any better.
I've always come up to you and asked you things, and the last thing I want to do is piss you off.
Maybe I'll do what Jackie does. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on. I'm going to book myself in a club. I'm going to make a T-shirt. Use your finger cots. Use whatever.
He'll
cards.
take his own cassettes and put them out on
I'm going to
CD.
get Joe cards. I'm going to get everything I can get. I'm going to cash in.
Howard,
I'm going to go and sell everything I can possibly think up.
Howard, can I ask you a question?
These people must get home from Jackie's parents and go, what the hell did I just do? I got cards, I got T-shirts, I got mugs. What am I going to do with this? What?
Not only that, he sells it on the stage.
Free enterprise.
What's that mean?
Free enterprise is great.
Look it up.
All right, good.
No, but Howard, seriously, I always try and come up to you and tell you this.
Tell me what? Okay, thank you.
No.
Wait a minute, John. I asked the question. Do you?
Free enterprise.
Who wants to hear you come up with 10 billion bad ideas and ask them if it's okay to do it?
None of them are good.
It makes people scared of you.
It hasn't been. It had been 3 ideas. It hasn't been that many, and I always wanted to.
All right, very good.
Can we just say one honest thing?
And let me tell you something. You are. I know you. I know you like a. I'm as smart as they come.
You don't know.
Trust me, I'm as smart as they come.
Mm-hmm. You obviously don't know.
I'm as smart as they come.
You see how he's not listening?
You want to know why I don't have any friends? I see through everybody. Mm-hmm. People are inherently evil. I know this. I know it. I know the score.
All right.
If they could screw you, they could screw you. So what I do is sometimes I embrace my enemy. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right.
Better to have your enemy on your side. Is that right, Confucius?
Thank you, Robin. Hey, Robin knows. She knows. It's a good lesson in life.
So
I'm not trying to keep you down. I know that sometimes our view of the world conflicts.
No, it isn't that.
There's a way to cash in on my name, and there's a way to sort of back off.
But you don't want me to ask you?
There's no reason to ask. You should know. At this point, you should know. You've been around me long enough. I don't want to have these discussions every 2 weeks about what you can and can't do. Figure it out. There's a way to cash in on my name, and there's a way not to cash in on my name.
Can I say something here?
But
I have tried to tell him 50 times about things just not to even approach you with.
Can I ask you something?
But he does it
Why
anyway.
is it okay for Rob? She does CNBC. She's done.
Don't even bring up Robin in the same breath as you.
No, but I'm saying why then?
Don't even suggest it to me.
But then all I'm saying is that
Robin and I have worked out our way of dealing with one another to the point that we know exactly what we do. Mm-hmm. I don't think we take advantage of one another.
No, and I don't want to.
Now, let me tell you about you.
All right.
You're a sneak.
I'm a snake.
I don't see the Robin Quivers keychain. I don't see the Friends of the Robin Quivers tour. Don't disgrace me.
I'm not disgracing her. I'm just.
Don't compare yourself to Robin.
No, but I'm just saying.
You do not hold the same weight that Robin does.
I know that, but I'm just saying. You know what? I mean, if the examples that are given, I mean,
no. Here's the example.
Plus, I mean, I wanted to try, being on my own in television, so I asked you.
You tried. You did it. God bless you.
I know, but I didn't want to do anything bad to you. I didn't want to, take anything. I didn't.
I don't care. Did I ever once say to you that it wasn't a good idea?
No.
Did I ever once say to you it wasn't a good idea?
I did ask you.
I said it's fine. You can go do whatever you want.
But I did ask you.
But you understand something. The way they used you on that show.
It wasn't good.
Not only did it make you unfunny, I didn't want you on my show.
It wasn't a good...
It made you unfunny. It's like, I'm sure Letterman feels that way about Larry Bud Melman at this point.
I don't think it was a good show.
It wasn't a good show.
All right. So,
it wasn't. It was an awful show.
So I made my mistake. I went out and
I'm not saying you shouldn't go out, but do me a favor. Next time you go out, warn me how they're going to use you so I can get you off my show first.
Whatever. I didn't know.
I'll let you take a sabbatical from my show.
I didn't know I was getting angry, and
I'll make Gorillo famous.
And I didn't know if I was.
What?
I didn't know I was getting angry. That's all.
John, you had to know. I told you that.
Robin, this is
when I start getting book proposals with my material being circulated around, I don't want to hear it. John, I caught you. Caught you.
No, you didn't.
Okay. All right.
Oh my God.
Well, I must be hallucinating.
This is, you know the truth.
Now listen to
this.
me. I hope you learned what I'm trying to say. The most important thing you got to learn about me, I've turned down a fool's ransom, a fortune. What's a fool's ransom?
Same deal.
Oh. I've turned down a fortune in these cockamamie merchandising scams.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I actually do not want to steal from my audience.
I got you. I think you're right.
I appreciate the fact that I
You shouldn't
have
steal
an
from your
audience.
audience, John.
Right. John will do it for me.
I'm not trying to do anything bad, Howard. I really am not.
Baba Booey
I don't have
T-shirt.
any mean intentions. I don't have, I'm not trying to do anything,
I will never put... Have you seen a T-shirt with my name on it? Do you see that? Do you see me selling that? In fact, these radio stations I work for, they have pressured me. They have threatened to fire me. You know, when I came to this station, there was several sponsors who didn't want to come on the air unless they could have Howard Stern mugs. This was a whole big thing.
Oh, I remember.
Remember this?
Yeah.
They almost fired me here over it. I said, guys, I'm not doing it to hurt your sponsors, but unless I put my foot down, I'm going to open up the floodgates with these little dopey Howard Stern plastic cups, Howard Stern this and that. So as a compromise, so they have a Howard Stern all morning T-shirt, rock and roll all day. I don't want a Howard Stern They want to make Howard Stern T-shirt. I said no. And I had companies come to me. They want to pay me all kind of money, Howard Stern T-shirt. I said no. I did it because I believe that this show is more than just another dopey radio show. Maybe I'm delusional, but that's how I feel about it. I feel that if we go that route, we look like jerks. You know, like Morton Downey. The guy had 5 minutes of fame. This guy was into more products. He looked like a jerk. Rush Limbaugh's got a store. He's selling Rush Limbaugh. This is a guy who's panicked. He knows it's going to end at some point, someone's going to go on against him, give him some competition, and blow him off the dial. Anybody with any kind of reasonable talent will blow Rush Limbaugh off. Mark and Brian in California are two imbeciles who had no career, had no personality of their own, adopted my personality. They go out to California. They get hot because I'm not there. And what do? There's 9 billion Mark and Brian products. And I don't blame them. Because they knew when I came to town it was over. The party ends. I see those little creeps. They're now going into San Francisco or something. They're one of our markets. With syndication. You think they thought up syndication? They didn't think up syndication. They don't have an original thought in their heads. No one in this industry has an original thought in their head. So I'm very protective of my name and how it's handled and what happens with it. And tell your friend Baba Booey the same thing, who was out sick because he's got too many personal appearances. Can't handle his life.
Booey.
You know, every year there comes a time in the year where you have to slow Baba Booey down.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Because he gets sick and he misses his time here.
Baba Booey had wheeled and dealed himself into a 6-city tour with the Friends of the Howard Stern. Him and Ron Delsner had cooked up with Gary's manager.
Ron was in on the whole deal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, evidently. I'm not even sure. I'm getting bits and pieces. No one has come clean yet.
That was the first time I'd ever heard that.
No one will tell me what happened in this whole thing.
How it happened, how it got cooked up.
I was nowhere in my life. You understand? I thought up me. I thought this up. Since I'm 5 years old, I waited to do this. I'm not going to let anybody ruin it. I did it. I did it. Rate me. Rate me now, John. Put it here. My pants are down. Take it from me. Take it off from me now.
Pull your underwear down.
Come on.
You get behind me.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Come on, go for it.
I'd like to pull my underwear down once you're behind me and ready to mount me. Rate me. And let me tell you something. You're no dumber than like Tom Chiasano. When I first got to this station, the general manager, Howard, we can't sell the show. We need cups, we need mugs, we need saucers, we need your name. I said, Tom, better you don't sell them. Better I leave. Then I get embarrassed with Howard Stern sponges. Well, Mark and Brian sponge.
Well,
Schivos are Mark and Brian. Death to Mark and Brian. Radio death.
Well, Howard, you realize that, like, you know...
Oh, he realizes. What is he...
What don't I realize? Have I made myself clear? You mean I still haven't made myself clear?
What should he realize?
You made yourself
ahead.
clear, but
Go
I'm just trying to defend the past things, just saying, you know, that people are going to, offer all of us stuff because of how famous that you made us. You know what I'm saying? So,
right. And you're saying you're too weak to resist?
No, I try and go through you, and I talk to Gary, I talk to you.
So this is what I said. You have no way to discriminate.
God, you don't know how many.
That's okay. As long as you have no way to discriminate. Let me know about it. Don't let me hear about it from other publishers that there's a proposal around.
I sat you down a long time before
you sat me down 2 weeks after I found out about it. Well, somebody spilled the beans that I know.
Sitting down.
Well, you didn't seem to know anything about it.
Oh, I hit it pretty good. Ask Gary if I didn't know about it.
All right, well then I didn't know, but I came up to you and asked you.
You know what? Because I don't want to be a bad guy. You see, there's one thing you don't know about me. I'm a sap for a guy down on his luck. I'm too nice a guy. Robin will tell you about this off the air.
No, in fact, when you talk about how sneaky he is, how he presented it to you was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
He didn't know about the proposal. It was out there. Someone wrote it.
No, that's not what I said.
No. He's standing in a room with me, you, and Gary.
Yeah.
And he goes, I just need to ask you something real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
Can I do a book deal?
Can I do a book? I don't know. Somebody wrote up a proposal. I don't know about it. And he ran out of the room.
Howard, I asked you like I was supposed to, and when you said, no, I didn't do it.
I found out about it, too. It was already on the publisher's desk.
No, it wasn't. That was weeks after.
How come Judith had it?
Because I'll tell you
2 weeks before you came to me.
No, that's BS.
It's not BS.
How? I came to you a month before that happened.
She told me about it.
Robin, that's what I called you over the weekend. That was a month before I came and sat with you.
John, you sound like OJ.
No, Howard,
it was a drug deal.
No, but Howard,
someone else did it.
Howard, I swear to God,
John, I knew about it. How can you tell me I did it?
Because timing right now, you're being. Hold on.
John, I knew about it.
Howard, let me just say one thing. No, I know you knew about it.
I could bring in 17 witnesses.
But you didn't know. First, I came up to you and told you about it.
Yeah.
Then I said no.
Okay.
Then
John,
then the proposal came out, and then I called you. Remember?
Listen to me.
A month after.
Accept your punishment. Listen to me.
I'm just trying to.
You know what, John?
Here's what I'm
the
telling you.
bottom line here is you make big mistakes.
Don't make
That's the bottom line.
Making friends with Robin.
Right, yeah, Jackie. You're absolutely right.
I just want
Talking
let me
to
tell
you
you
has
something.
never been a mistake for
You're
John.
not the only one. There's a lot of people who get around me. You're not the only. You're not even the worst offender of this. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
That things get out of hand.
Believe me, you're not the worst offender of this. Our own general manager doesn't get this. It took him 5 years to understand what I'm telling you. You're a lot quicker learner than he is. He is stupider than you. Our own general manager is stupider than you. I guarantee you could run this station better than he could. Because you understand it better than he. You know how long it's taken me to educate this man? Hi, Tom. Tom, I don't mean it as an insult.
John has a superior IQ, as a matter of fact.
Tom, remember how long it took you to understand?
And I don't take it as an insult.
And I don't mean it as an insult. Remember how long it took you to understand why I don't do these things?
I remember it being a very quick study, in fact.
I see. All right. Well, for you, it was quick. 5 years is quick for Tom. No, Tom is thicker than the Great Wall of China. And he knows it, and God bless him. And I accept it already at this point. But I had a lot of problems with the company when I first got here.
We had one thing.
It was a general philosophy. Do you know there were you don't even know about this. There were discussions of a Howard Stern store when I first came here. I said, I'm putting a stop to this. They said, well, don't you want to make money? I said, I want to make money in my lifetime, but I don't want to. You know what? I don't need to do that. There are ways to make money. I said, what am I, Mark and Brian? What am I, Rick Dees? Am I better than them?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Do I believe that my career will be longer than those guys? Yes, I do. I believe it. I believe this. Listen, Tom panicked. He's a general manager. He said, what if he doesn't make it? We better cash in somehow. If we can't sell the advertising, we'll set up a store and we'll sell Howard Stern pants. So there you go. I am different. I march to my own drummer. I'm telling you. Do you help the grease man? What is he selling? Waddle daddle shirts? Get rid of him already. Would you fire him and wise up? Don't you know when you cut your losses? Fire the grease man, will you? You still won't even learn about that.
Yes, sir.
Killing the station.
Click my heels.
Why can't you fire him? What do you have? You under a long term? Did you sign another stupid long term contract?
I thought we were talking about
where you give away the
store.
You know, here you learn to negotiate at the management meeting, and the grease man walked off with the store. John is funnier and more talented. And I already finished telling him he's not funny.
We all know that famous quote, does Howard Stern tell Gimbals?
Huh? What?
Oh, boy.
I am funnier than him.
You are.
Right. And I just proved it.
I don't know what he's talking
Does Macy's
about.
tell Gimbals?
Right. No. Don't compare me as Macy's and Greaseman as Gimbals. Let me tell you something, my friend. I am.
That wasn't the comparison at all.
I am steak, and he is a plastic cup. That's the difference. He talks into a microphone. That's the only comparison you can make between me and the Greaseman.
Conversation.
I have to point out every problem and how smart I am and how stupid everyone else is. My father pointed out to me my whole life. Now I'm pointing out to you guys. There you go. Now you know the basis for it and everything. I'm real up front. I like that you're not laughing, by the way. I see you taking me seriously. John, Stuttering John.
I think that you have gotten through his wall.
Yeah.
Right, John has been taking you very seriously the last week or so.
And let me tell you something. I like this kid. Imagine if I didn't like him.
John's great.
Not today, he isn't. Tomorrow, he's going to be better.
I hope Gary comes in.
See, now you're funny.
That was honest. That was real.
You're funny on this show. You're not so busy trying to be me. You're being yourself.
Why can't we call Baba Booey? I want to know how sick he is.
I don't want to know how sick he is. I'm going to tell you something,
Tom. I want to know how sick he is.
Baba
I want to
Booey.
know if he's working this weekend.
Oh, Baba Booey better not work this weekend. He better be canceling Dallas because he wants to be in tip-top shape for next week's programming. Oh, I better not hear he's in Dallas. Oh, boy.
You want to call him and ask him?
We don't call Ron Delzer. I think that's his manager.
Somehow I don't think Ron had anything to do with that.
Imagine I develop this Baba Booey. I give him a job. I develop him. I even give him a persona on the radio. Let him talk and everything. And Ron Delzer's cashing in on this.
Well, that's Ron.
That's Ron, boy. God bless him. He's smart.
Oh, Ron's a very smart
I'll never
guy.
call him stupid. He bamboozles. He must hypnotize my guys. Maybe that's what he does. Baba Booey. Gonna ruin my life. And I know deep in everyone's mind here, everyone thinks that I'm saying this because Howard wants the money for himself. He don't want us to make a living.
How much money are we getting?
You gotta understand something.
I wouldn't think that at all.
John, I purposely turned down. You know what? I almost want to show you my personal papers.
I know.
Money turned down.
Believe
merchandising.
me, I know. You know how many calls I get in the back?
You want to know something? I've killed movie deals over merchandising. You want to know what busted up me in New Line?
New Line, I know you said that.
Had nothing to do with scripts, had nothing to do with anything. They wanted my merchandising. And they wanted to sell Fartman dolls, Howard Stern, this. I said, guys, I got to walk. I want to make a movie real bad. They were ready to finance it. They were ready to open a bank, the Bob Shea Bank at New Line. They were going to open up to me, John.
No, I know.
You understand that?
Yeah, I know that.
They were going to open it up to me.
With the big bucks we pay John, he doesn't need the extra money.
Right.
Well, that's the problem.
Now, aren't you clearing like 17 grand?
Exactly. That's not even that.
No, I want you to make extra money. Please don't misunderstand me. When you signed the record deal, who was your biggest supporter?
You were.
All right. Did I lie and say the music was great?
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
Come on, Howard. You know the music was great.
I loved it. Did I call you and tell you the music was great?
Yes, it was one of our best conversations.
You're damn right. Did I call you personally to tell you how good I thought it was? And that listen, Tom knows this. I wouldn't get on the air and say, go buy John's album. I thought it was a good album. I was more than happy to say that for you. I didn't have to say that for you. Tom told me not to say that. Right?
Absolutely.
Right.
No, I know.
But there are certain things I don't want to do.
I understand.
And Tom knows I've turned down money to do these T-shirts
I will say that
and mugs and everything else.
True.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Why? Because I think that this show is better than that.
I swear
think
to God,
that we are more.
true.
I know it's true. I turn down things every day. I've turned down commercial endorsements.
Speaking of commercials, how far?
You know, I was offered a fortune. Forget Tom. Please, you're bumming me out. You got to leave now. It's enough. I've seen you enough. Please, thank you. Take off the headphones and go back there.
Thank you very much.
Go back to your chilly
Nice
little
talking
room.
to you.
Nice sweater. Go to Hawaii. Learn something. All right, very good. Thank you, Tom. You know, I was
if
offered.
I'm being bumped for Ralph, then I might be upset.
Let me just say something. I want to say something. After Tom, Ralph is welcome. I got to tell you something. I turned down money to do a cigarette commercial in Japan. Mm-hmm. Now, why the hell they wanted me? In fact, I wanted to do that one.
And nobody would have known here in the States.
No, my agent said don't do it. I don't know why. That was a mistake. I would have liked to cash in on that.
You should have.
Who cares if a bunch of Japanese smoke? They're all nervous anyway. Yeah.
It doesn't seem to kill them.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think John's doing any of this out of malice or.
You think he's stupid?
No, I don't think he's stupid.
He's not. He's very crafty. He's not a dumb kid.
You don't know John.
No, I didn't.
You don't know John.
John is he's called passive aggressive. He does it in strange ways. Same with Baba Booey. You're no different than him. Baba Booey is genuinely a dick. When he said, "Oh, Wolf,
I'm no different. Thanks.
Wolf, I'll never do anything like that again."
Shit,
I plead ignorance.
And let me tell you something. And Jackie blows rings around both of you. All right? So don't.
Jackie's the king.
Right.
I plead ignorance.
Look, Jackie came to me and said, I'll tell you the difference between you and Jackie, just so you're clear. Jackie came to me a long time ago. He says, listen, something that's very important to me, I would like to get plugs on the show. Mm-hmm. All right? So he has his products and stuff. Would I prefer Jackie didn't sell mugs on the air and T-shirts and stuff? I'll be honest and say yes, I prefer he didn't. But that's Jackie's career, and Jackie's got to manage his career the way his wife manages his career.
And I was doing it before I met you.
Exactly.
Well, dude, I was in freaking college making...
Except before you met him, nobody
Jackie,
was buying
that
it.
has nothing... Yeah, exactly. Be honest, Jackie. That was not a lucrative business.
It still isn't.
Right.
That's got nothing to do with the argument.
I thought you said it was free enterprise.
My point of view was that Jackie... It was hard to get Jackie...
Jump,
it was hard to get Jackie paid around here.
Much like
Nobody
myself.
sees his value. And it was a way to get something going. All right?
Yeah.
So it's Jackie's products, and we make it very clear it's Jackie ripping people off, not me. All right?
Well, Howard, it's no secret that I don't make any money around here.
John, let me tell you something. But you can't abuse me.
No, I don't want to.
That's
That's why. I know.
Otherwise, I got to pull my pants down.
No.
Why don't you make a Howard Stern mask and sell it?
No, come on.
Here, let me pull my pants down.
Stop it, please.
All right,
no,
let me pull my pants down. You want to make money, shave your head. Look, all I'm saying is this.
You know what I want to finish. What I think John wants to be a star. I don't think that's a bad thing, but I just don't think you know how to do it. You know how to go about it. And do the right things, and John will just go at anything.
Right. He desperately gets on there.
Okay, I'll try that, but he doesn't focus himself.
There's no thought put into it.
Yeah.
Well, there's thought, but
it's obviously not good thought.
All right. That's what I thought you would say.
You're right, Ralph.
Good, Ralph.
No, he's right. But listen, you got to make sure you don't bite the hand that feeds you.
I know.
Even if it barely feeds you.
I understand that. I don't want to piss you off. Do you think I want to sit through this?
I don't know what you want.
But see, I would think all these guys would look at you and see how you do it and learn from you and say, okay, maybe I won't.
Well, they're desperate.
Put out
They're
crap
desperate.
and
They're
I
desperate. It's a sign of desperation. Do you understand desperation?
Yes.
The almighty dollar talking. All right. Very good. All right, I'm done with the discussion now.
You can have a serious conversation with John looking at you.
Wow.
What is it he does?
I'm
with
worn
his
out from
face?
this. I'm worn out from
Where
it.
he squinches his eyes.
He has a twitch. He gets very nervous. See, that's funny. That's why people are always laughing at you. He thinks because he's funny.
Is that thinking? What is that?
That's a twitch. Shut up.
Now that's funny.
That's funny. Now you're being real. Look, I'm not saying that you're any different than Gary, Jackie, Tom, any of these people. Jackie came to me and had a specific desire to sell this stuff as a way of payment. And he is my writer. So that is what I have worked out with him. Mm-hmm. But listen, I can't tell. All I can tell you is that you can't abuse my name. Listen, Jackie first got here, he even tried to abuse my name. He was in the paper every minute.
John thinks he's a writer, too.
Yeah. But we got him straightened out. Now we're straightening you out.
You just got to remember, when
And you know what? I'm a nice guy. Most guys would have just blown you out of here. And said,
I know.
"Get out of my life."
I'm not saying you're not a nice guy.
All right. I'm too nice a guy. That's why I didn't even want to break up the Friends of the Howard Stern Show tour. Believe me, it was not easy for me. What?
I don't know. I just laugh.
Yeah.
You do everything to try.
Even the
for
name
that
was
stuff
lame.
not to happen.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
and then,
I could just see the ads, like Howard Stern.
Oh,
it's in
you
big
don't
letters
know.
And
You
everybody
don't know.
else is
Yeah.
from
There was. It was Howard Stern.
letter.
There were ads taken out in the newspaper. There was ads.
Why don't you
taken.
add more fuel to the fire? I mean, we're about done with this.
No.
I was
It's not for you to
laughing,
decide if
yeah,
Ralph should. Ralph's doing fine.
All right. Hey, okay.
Big ads in the paper. Friends of the Howard Stern Show. It's even a lame name.
Did you think I had anything to do with
You have nothing to do with anything, John. You're a
No,
saint.
I'm not saying that.
You're
I'm saying-
always perfect.
I've been doing gigs for how many freaking years?
What is it, Gorillo?
Well, Ronnie called up and he wants to know if him and Neil could open up the Howard Stern Car Wash.
Yeah, why don't they just do that? Why don't they just put Howard Stern Car Wash? Why don't you and the guys open up a club called Howard Stern's? Why are you not allowed to do that?
Howard,
but why are you allowed to do the Howard Stern tour?
Howard, I've been playing for how many years now? I mean, I just because Gary was gonna up here with me. I mean,
no. It wasn't Gary just up there with you. You don't know what I busted up. Oh, you do know what I busted.
No. I know what you busted up with
the Howard Stern name. Yeah.
No, I know that. But I mean, Fred.
It was a regular circus. So Elephant Boy is in Atlantic City with these guys. Gary calls him up on stage and goes, "Hey, Elephant Boy, say something." And Elephant Boy was like, "I don't want to say anything," and no one was laughing. It was really sad. So there's Gary just turning off more of my audience to some of my, using up Elephant Boy. If Gary's decided that Elephant Boy and him should be doing shtick.
Yeah. Say something.
Yeah, say something funny. That shows a lot of planning. What kind of planning is that in my name? My audience should not be ripped off. If someone's going to rip off my audience, let it be me. Thank you.
Ron Delsner found the weak link in the chain.
Oh, yeah, he sure found them. He hooked in beautifully. All right, I'm done. I'm exhausted. You can see I'm exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted from all of this nonsense. Listen, I'm a lot nicer guy than most. Most guys just would have gotten rid of you, and they wouldn't have had a day of mental exhaustion. I must be a glutton for punishment. All right, thank you. Thank you. You can leave now.
I can leave.
You can go. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything. See if you can get some T-shirts made with my name on it. You know why I like Billy West and Fred, Robin, and Ralph.
Yeah, Ralph doesn't do anything.
People say, "Why do you like Ralph? He's a homo. He's stupid. He's this. He's that." Hey, I don't have these discussions with him. All right, Ralph, you can leave as well. Thank you.
Yeah, and you know what? If it was 2 days ago, I'd be a lot more upset.
Yeah. Why 2 days ago?
Well, it's like when you bang someone up the ass. First time it might hurt a little bit more than the second or third.
He's a homo. So it's not so bad today.
It's bad, but I'm just getting used to it. Whatever. I know what he's saying.
You think you learned your lesson?
Yeah, I always try and check with him, but this whole Howard Stern fucking crew thing.
Okay.
It's just.
I got to take a break.
I know. I knew when they told me that Gary was going to be there and Jackie was going to be there and Fred the Yellow Boy. I said, "Oh, fun. I'll have a good time." I didn't think of it like, abusing his name. You know what I mean?
That's fine, Jack. Do whatever you want.
But I really didn't think I wasn't being malicious. In fact, I've been trying to get out of it from day one because I make less money. I make more money just me playing in the band than I do being with Gary. Because I make about $1,000 less. It wasn't making any sense to me anyway, because you got to pay Todd, that's a guy from Delson, and then you got to pay my manager, then you got to pay my fucking booking agent. It was just fucking stupid to do.
So how do you think you're going to get out of that situation where everything you do is sort of Howard feels you're ripping him off? How do you think you can get out of that?
Well, it's I don't know. I really don't know. But as far as it goes, I understand what he's saying about about being on too many shows. I understand everything he's saying, and I know pretty much know what he wants out of us.
Are you upset by this?
Well, you know what it was? See, Jackie brings up the excuse. Oh, well, I've been doing comedy before I was here. Well, that's why I brought up doing the comedy films. I was making comedy films too before I was here. That's what I'm saying.